Rockies franchise. It is May 1st. We are at the top of the NL West after making a number of big-time moves. I guess really 2 is the number. To acquire our new ace from Seattle, Bryce Miller, as well as Ellie De La Cruz. Now, unfortunately, Ellie's ice cold and getting worse. He's 27 years old. Probably about time to hit the retirement home for Ellie, unfortunately. So we traded for him at a pretty bad time. He's not hitting for average. He's not getting on base. He's not slugging. That makes for a pretty bad OPS. And he's stealing some bases, to be fair. 9 stolen bases in 26 games. We'll take that. But guys just don't really steal that many bases in simulation, so I figure this number will probably sit somewhere around 30. It was 67 in real life, and it has eclipsed that, well, 0 times, but I was going to say eclipsed 30. 3 times, barely. It's just kind of disappointing for a guy with 97 steal, 92 speed, who has been getting on base, by the way. That hasn't been the problem in simulation. He has a 400 on base over, I guess, only 117 games, to be fair. Still, though, he'd be stealing more bases than 30 with a 350 on base. Anyway, here we go. We're talking about rivalries in sports. Let me know down in the comment section below. What do you think? Give me your top 3 or even maybe your top 5 rivalries in professional sports. If you want to expand to collegiate on a different list, that's cool, but I'm asking for pro sports as we start May. Jorge Santana is who I want to key in on here. He is 3-0, which we know record is not everything, as Ryan Pepiot still battles back from a fractured wrist. But he is only 21 years old, and his numbers have not been amazing throughout 2 years, but not a lot of innings, right? This was, I guess, his true rookie year in 2028, but it seems like he may finally be coming into his own in 2029. We need our rotation to be really, really good if we're going to have a chance in a really talented NL West. And Jorge Santana is a guy that's fighting to stay in this rotation when Ryan Pepiot returns. Because Dolander's on fire right now, pitching great. Chase Burns on fire now, pitching great. Jorge Santana has actually been about our best pitcher, but a lot of volatility there with a 21-year-old that doesn't really strike a lot of guys out. So I want to jump in a player lock against a very talented Philadelphia team, even though Aaron Nola is struggling with an ERA near 6. Jumping in, player lock. We might do some player lock with Ellie De La Cruz this episode as well. I'm trying to see him perform. He's hitting second in our order, and he's not at that level where we need him to be right now. He's got to step up. He's got to level up, and then this team is going to be far and away the best in the National League. Cal Raleigh, did I see? Big dumper in Philly? What a replacement for JT Realmuto. They went from the best catcher of the 2010s to, I guess, probably the best catcher of the 2020s. At least that's how things are looking right now in real life. We'll see if that ends up being the case. You can see our numbers here. Samuel Basallo, 355 over his last 9 games, and Luis Garcia has been even hotter than that. You see our starting pitching has been phenomenal over the last 7 games, giving us not only a great ERA, but innings as well. 41 2/3 in 7 games. The Phillies, though, their bullpen's been locked down. So we might want to do damage early off Aaron Nola and see what we can scrounge together later. I know Edmundo Sosa did not hit 3 home runs. What am I looking at here? Look down in the farm system. You can see Sean Elliott, number 1 prospect, number 20 in baseball, number 2 shortstop. Only 50 FV, though. I think that's, like 50 would be average major leaguer. Pedro De Silva has got a 55 grade. Darren Pryor is off to a hot start. Todd Daly is working to be in our big league bullpen. He's been dominant so far at AAA. We need Pedro De Silva to figure it out, but he's only like a 19 or 20-year-old at AAA. So I guess it's expected that the numbers would not be incredible. People are clamoring for a Larry Stu call-up. I don't know what his MLB future is. He's a solid pitch-to-contact guy that could work as a long reliever, but the rotation's pretty crowded right now. You can make a similar conversation with Pedro Lucero, who's been very, very good, very young. Our pitching, at least in the minors, Pedro Montanez in that conversation, Moses Ma. Our pitching looks phenomenal, but can they do it at Coors? That is the question. We'll see. Aaron Nola takes the mound. Maybe a pitcher's duel today. We'll see. Jorge Santana. Fastball up to 99, by the way. He continues to add velocity. He sits at 97 at just 21 years old. You'll remember, I think he is like Ubaldo Jimenez. Just doesn't quite have the strikeout stuff up to this point. But we'll see. P. Blazel, thanks for the tier 1. Live on Twitch, recording these as always. It's a fun time. If you guys are watching on YouTube, I do appreciate it as well. 1-0. 1-0 to Justin Crawford. Do you have the best record in the NL West? Looking to hold on to that. Pitching is going to be a big reason why we're successful.
2 balls, no strikes.
And I remember we still just don't have the unbelievable control with Santana. That's the big problem. And we don't get calls typically when we use him. Unlucky. But he's a big pitch to contact guy. Even with that big time 4-seam fastball. And I want to go back to that changeup. Battled back. 3-2. Got the swing and the miss. Justin Crawford chasing well off the plate. But when you throw 99, that changeup can really make you look silly. Jorge Santana. I mean, it looks like a bad pitch. Well off the plate, down and away. But the action made it look enticing. As Harper turns and burns. Rips one foul at 97. Oh my goodness. Got to be careful.
Ball, that's out.
He's going to get a changeup as a result. 18 years now in professional baseball for Bryce Harper. There's a big-time curveball. And we're in 2029. We thought about trading for Bryce Harper. Didn't end up happening. We'll see what the Phillies look like at the trade deadline. And then maybe we could potentially make a call. Because that'd be a big-time bat to add. As Harper does not chase above the zone. We did what we wanted there. I think we might show him the 2-seam fastball. Try to get a ground out. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Ellie at the hot corner. Shaded over towards short. Makes the play. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jorge Santana. As we'll hopefully get some run support for our future ace. We do get a run on the board. As Big Dumper comes to the plate. Look at the game log. Basayo walk. Mora takes his place after a fielder's choice. How do we... Oh, Luis Garcia homered to center in the first inning. Is actually how we got that run. So we started with a 1-0 lead. I just did not notice. Fastball at the top of the zone. But you got to be careful with Cal Raleigh. He can hit those. He can turn those around. And just like in real life right now, Cal Raleigh finding the average as well as the power. Hitting 300 to start this season. Big time changeup.
1 ball.
Almost have to go back to that, right? Ooh, Raleigh does get a piece. I think we just want to go lower than low. Make him chase out of the zone, and that's exactly what he does. Jorge Santana finding the swings and the misses here early. Second strikeout. Now, I will say, I don't think he's had one swing and miss in a strike, or in a count outside of 2 strikes. I think his 2 swings and misses have been the 2 strikeouts. I think that's true. 2-seam spotted. We go 4-seam. That is a swing. Bohm with the sword. I mean, he is lost right now. I think we go higher than high with the fastball. Set up the breaking ball. That one's a little bit too high at 98. We'll try the slider. Ooh, great take from Bohm, because that's exactly where we want that. Curveball got him. Bohm down looking. 3rd strikeout for Jorge Santana through 1 2/3. This is a knee buckler. Bohm thought it was low, but he's walking back to the dugout. Nice spot from Santana, as we'll face DeAndre Hafey, another guy we considered trading for. He's someone that can really hit right-handers. A little bit smaller at 5'8", 160, but the pop is legit. So this is someone you really need to be careful with. In the 6th batting spot here, you wouldn't necessarily think that you're going to see a big-time power hitter. But Hafey is very, very good against right-handers. Was an all-star last year in 2028, and now up in the count 2-0. 3-0 as the fastball misses. Jonathan Aranda up next, and 3-0. Changeup is actually above the zone. That's a walk for Santana, and that has been a problem at times. Got to throw strikes. Back-to-back strikes after the 4-pitch walk.
1 ball.
Slider misses. Try to dot him up.
Ball.
Two-seamer doesn't connect. 2-0 to 2-2. And there's the pop-up. Should be the 3rd out of the inning. And it is. So, pretty good couple of innings to start for Santana. And you can see just how good our pitching has been. Very, very nice. 8th in MLB ERA. Been just phenomenal. And we get another run across, by the way. Makes our lead 2-0. It was a Nolan Jones double to center that scored Felny and Celestin. Still want to see Ellie get going. But again, we know this bullpen's great, so the fact that we're getting to Nola at least a little bit early is fantastic. We'll see Owen Miller, or Aiden Miller. Owen Miller is a Rocky, former Rocky. Aiden Miller is a prospect who's going to pop up to Basayo here. Hopefully. Get over to it, Sam. Thank you. Tyrese Turner. Tyrese will have the first hit for the Phillies in the bottom of the 3rd. Hitting over 280. Might climb closer to 290 now. Just a good piece of hitting. Got a curveball on the outside part of the plate. Poked it to left, and we're up to the top of the order. Trey Turner. Got him jammed, though. Horace Mora coming to get it. I'd use the nickname. That's insane. My fault. He can't get it. Weak contact lands. That is tough. Horace Mora, gotta get to that. Jorge Santana gonna have to pitch out of the jam. I mean, this is where you might want to throw that two-seam fastball, but pitching for the strikeout, not the worst either. But nobody chases that slider, unfortunately. Two-seam got the result we wanted. Tovar flips to second. Back onto first. Not in time to catch the speedy Crawford. A run comes across to score. Just didn't hit it hard enough. Great attempt from Tovar and Celestin. Got the bare hand, too, but did not get him. And this is where problems can occur. You know, you just leave them alive in the inning. Bryce Harper comes up. Crawford gets second for free. A base hit probably brings him in. That does open up first base. So a walk is suddenly not the worst thing here. But we have 2 strikes on him. Gonna go to the changeup. It's a good take. Big dumper up next. We're gonna challenge him. 4-seam fastball. He's just constantly ready for it. And that was glitching a little bit. That was some big time lag. Changeup got him! Harper on the swing. Maybe. Either way, I think that caught the plate. Big time strikeout to get out of the inning. 1 run does score. But Santana's still pitching pretty well here. as we'll face Cal Raleigh. Cold zones all over the place.
That's a ball.
We release the pitch a little bit too early. It keeps happening. I don't know why that's happening. Clearly pressing it too early, but it doesn't feel like it. Cal Raleigh helps us out a bit there. Chasing the two-seamer that easily could have been ball 3. But that changeup is ball 3. We're just really struggling to find that strike pitch. We're going to try to drop a curveball in there 3-1. I know it's not a bad spot, but it's an unexpected pitch. Phillies fans getting into it. It's the Santana control that we just don't quite have down yet. But he's 21 years old at the big league level. Raleigh making this a pretty tough AB. He's got to locate. Curveball. Got a piece. 3-2. Curveball's grounded to second. Celestin is there. And finally, Big Dumper is sat down. Reigns, thanks for the tier 1.
Ball 1, no
Man,
strike.
that two-seamer. I mean, it's just... We might as well set up down the middle. 96 blew it by him. What does he have? 97. Releasing it a little bit early, but hey, you know what? Make him think about the high heat. Not the worst. There's 98. Sets up the 12-6. Bohm gets a piece. This slider is a dangerous pitch if we miss early. But we miss late. Full count. Bohm probably knows he's going to get a heater. Fouls it back. Try to get the two-seam in on the hands. Bohm was ready for it. Here's the 3-2. Bohm swings and misses. Santana with an unbelievable curveball. Bohm strikes out to it again. Was worried it was going to catch the plate, and that was a disgusting swing choice. But Bohm watched it drop in for a strike last time. Not going to let it happen this time as Santana ends the 4th with a ground ball. I can't believe that swing. Here is Aranda. Can hurt you. Having a real breakout in real life in 2025. Although, he's much less scary here in MLB The Show. Phillies brought him in last year in free agency. Isn't doing much to start the season. Under the Mendoza line, 191. So this is someone we probably should be going after. 72 pitches for Santana. Has been a little all over the place at times. Which again, 21 years old, if you forgot. That'll happen. And this fastball just has not been the finish pitch. But we're getting pop-ups off of it. Mora should get to this one. I still can't believe that ball dropped in front of him earlier.
Counts 1-0.
I want the slider to be an effective pitch. I just don't really know how we can use it at this point. This could be a tough play. Nojo's got to tag him, and he does. Like, is the slider the get me over pitch? Maybe not against a lefty. Nobody chases it.
Ball, that's inside.
Maybe we just go backdoor with it.
Out.
Not an awful idea. That ends the 5th. I think Santana's mostly looked fantastic. It's been a lot of weak contact. Like, think about it. Have the Phillies actually hit a ball hard in between the lines this game? I know Harper's pulled a couple foul. But it's a lot of ground ball outs. It's a lot of pop-ups.
He's out.
I hope the swing and miss will arrive one day. It maybe never will.
Ball.
But I think we just kind of just challenge hitters and make our defense make a play.
Hey! I got a ball, 1 strike.
83 pitches in. I think the pitch count is in a fairly good spot. Does this set up the slider? Still just having trouble locating it. Here's the 1-2. Phillies trying to get their team back in it. It's another strikeout. Crawford chases the changeup. Santana with 5 now, 6 strikeouts. So he's actually had big-time strikeout stuff today. As this is a tough out here.
Ball.
Bottom 6, Harper hits much better against right-handers and is proven to be on the four-seamer.
Nope.
You don't necessarily mind the 2-out walk here to Harper.
That's ball.
You know he's not going to chase. Big Dumper has not had great ABs this game, as Harper is swinging 3-0. They gave him the green light to tie it. He pulls it foul. I mean, he's hit the ball hard. Foul, but really hard. Well ahead of the changeup. Here's the 3-2 payoff pitch. Got him! Changeup on the corner. Harper looks at it again. Oh my goodness. Just 2 hits for the Phillies. Really should be 1. Shouldn't have a run. Santana dealing. Celestin RBI single makes it 3. And Santana is back out for the 7th. I don't love it. He's been dealing. We saw this in his, I will say his rookie year, but his first cup of coffee in the bigs. He comes up in September. And he just got pushed too deep into games.
Nope.
And he got tagged late in the game. See that energy going down. Big swing and a miss there from Raleigh on the changeup. The changeup really has been the swing and miss pitch today. We're going to go back to it 1-2.
2 balls.
Good spot, but Raleigh does not chase. He fouled off a number of curveballs earlier. And we hung this one, and this one is ripped. Played off a hop in left. Could have been an out. And that was a really hard hit ball. That should do it for Santana. Get him out of the game. Two-seamer. It's a little flare. It's going to drop into center for a hit. First and second, nobody out. And that will do it. We had to see 2 guys reach. Aranda 2 RBI single. Basayo 2 RBI double ends up being 5-3 Phillies. So the runs actually did not, or the runners did not come around to score. Santana goes 6 innings, strikes out 7, 4 hits, a walk, 1 earned run. What a start for Jorge Santana. The Phillies end up with 8 hits, but I'm seeing the players of the game. 4 combined hits. A walk for Hafey, who did not have one. 2 hits for Bohm. Either way, we'll take that win. Jorge Santana giving us a very, very good start. We got to get Ellie going. That's what I need. Claudio Portillo, strained calf. Going to keep him active. Warming Bernabel. Going to miss 1 to 2 weeks. We'll have to fix that lineup. We're going to player lock with Ellie De La Cruz at Washington against Charlie Covington. Could be a made-up player. He's not having a very good year. Quick check down to AA. We need to fix our first base spot. Get Johnny Hunter back in there. We'll check in with our minor league team soon. Leon Kaiser playing pretty well, only 19 years old at AA. Want to see Pedro De Silva start to hit. That would be very, very nice. I don't know why. Oh, because Portillo. Hitting 340, by the way. Off to a really hot start. Darren Pryor is going to be a legit bat. And he's good defensively. Darren Pryor is somebody we haven't talked a lot about since we've acquired him, but I think he's going to be a real threat to start in the outfield this year. Now, what is interesting is Charlie Condon is playing first base in real life. Luis Garcia against right-handers is DHing. I think the best version of this team has Charlie Condon playing DH, Luis Garcia at second, and Darren Pryor in right. Although Celestin's hitting 272 in the 9 spot, so I'm not really pressured to make a move at this point. Tovar's hitting 316. Basayo over 300. We might have to move some things around. I might move Basayo to clean up. Ellie is going to move down for Condon. Tovar is going to hit second right now. I need more Luis Garcia at bats. Let's do that. Ellie behind Carter for right now. Condon, Mora, Celestin against right-handers. And then against lefties, Ellie struggles a bit against lefties. We're going to move Tovar up. We have Romy Gonzalez, who's not doing anything right now. I'm going to wait, though. Have him still ahead of Horace Mora. Really, I mean, he's not hitting badly. 240, slugging 436. That's an OPS of 700. It's not amazing. But I don't hate it for a 23-year-old that has less than 200 career at-bats. This is his rookie season. I think he's a real threat to win Rookie of the Year. But again, we got to get Ellie going. That is the idea here. We've got to get Ellie going. And we can't just make a trade for a superstar and then have way less than superstar production. Need to activate Ellie De La Cruz. So we have moved him down in the order. Just going to see if he can get a little bit hot again. We're going to take some of the pressure off. Charlie Condon kind of thinking the same deal. We want to get the hotter hitters, more ABs. And if you look at the top 4 in our order, they are all hitting close to 300 in one way, shape, or form. Jones a little bit under, but the next 3 way over. And we know Nojo is going to end up hitting 299 on the year. And if we have Ellie De La Cruz hitting 6th, he's going to be incredible. Chase Dolander apparently shoved in a win against the Nationals. And we're looking to win the series. You can see here, Pedro Da Silva is our new #1 prospect, overtaking Sean Elliott. And Pryor, I think, is just going to continue to hit. Very excited about that. Pablo Lopez, 10 Ks. Dolander, 8 innings without allowing a hit. Chase Dolander, what a performance. We got to get Ellie going, though. This is, we talked about Charlie Covington. He doesn't really strike out anybody, because nobody does in this game. He is 0-4 on the year. ERA over 6, whip over 1.6, and we're already on the board to Luis Garcia RBI single. Ellie De La Cruz will hit top of the second. He does throw hard, or fairly hard, as the changeup drops just below the zone. Nationals are having a decent year, though, 17-16. If they can fight to stay around 500, they'll have a chance to make the playoffs. We'll see what they end up doing at the deadline, if anything. As Ellie De La Cruz got a slider that I thought was going to be a good pitch to hit, but unfortunately can't do much with it. A little bit early. And the Nats are on the board in a big way. 4-1. Getting to Chase Burns early. 43 pitches already. We need to get out of this inning. First and second, 2 outs. It's a bunt. Ellie's going to have a really tough play at 1, but he's got a cannon. We know about that. Here's the throw. Got him to end the inning. Ellie De La Cruz gets Burns out of the jam. Trying to bunt for a hit with Ellie De La Cruz with his speed and arm at third base seems interesting, but the Nats don't care. They just keep hitting. It is 6-1. We need a big hit from Ellie here. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Let's get a pitch to hit. That's a hanger, Ellie, please. Too late.
0-1's the count.
Hanging curveball. We've got to make him pay on that. Got it again. Just late. Here's the 0-2. Got it by him. In between right now, that's for sure. I mean, that fastball's right there. And Ellie gets a chance now. Top 6, still down 6-1. Bases loaded, 1 out. Make contact. Good timing there. A little bit early, if anything, on the heater. We've got to make him pay. Covington's still in the game. Traffic in every inning. And how about that to clear it? Ellie De La Cruz, slump buster, grand slam. We're right back in it. Ellie homers here indeed. What a call from the chat. Greedy saw it coming. 108 off the bat. Grand slam for Ellie. We are only down by 1. That's huge. Ellie emotes in chat. They got a fastball down the middle. Dead, straightaway center field. Jacob Young knew it. Barely even managed to turn around. And Charlie Covington, having the start of his career, has suddenly given up 5. The switch pitcher, Gerangelo Saintja, into the game. Faces the ice-cold Anthony Volpe. Taylor-made double play. There's 1, back onto first. There's 2. We need some more runs, though. Here's Ellie. Top 9. He has homered twice in the series. He'll face Dennis Santana. Primary slider on Santana. Former Yankee. I swear. I would bet anything Dennis Santana was a Yankee. Someone confirm in the chat, please. We need Ellie to hit him here. Could tie it up with 1 swing. But getting on base would be huge. That type of speed on the bases. I mean, how do you not score a run? 2-0. Fastball catches. 2-1. Early on the slider, trying to get out ahead and do damage. 2-2. Hanger, Ellie rips it in a left past the third baseman. 108 off the bat. That thing was torched. Smoked. And that is a ton of speed for Charlie Condon. 1-2. We're going to try to take off, obviously. There goes Ellie. Ball in the dirt. He'll take second, standing up easily. His 12th stolen base of the year. 2-2. Good lead. That's going to drop in. Ellie De La Cruz will score. Charlie Condon with a big RBI single to tie it in the 9th. Let's go. And a Horace Mora RBI double gives us the lead. Electric. Chance to win the game here. Bottom 9, Yohan Duran is in for the save. We have a runner at second. Ground ball at Ellie. And this could potentially score a run here. The ball will come in offline to a corner infielder as it approaches. The game slows for 3 seconds for a throw decision. Tap any base icon during this time. If we have we have an out at second base, but we're going to try to stop that run from scoring. I mean, I thought the ball was way closer to Ellie. Game is tied. I thought we had way more of a chance. No chance there. But 7-7, we go to extras, top 11. Good timing on a 90-mile-per-hour fastball, and it's fouled back. Ellie hitting just 146 with runners in scoring position this year, although does have 2 hits today and does have a hit with runners in scoring position today. It was a grand slam. Good timing on a changeup. He swings and misses. Is Seth Martinez just nasty? How are you not making contact? Jojo Romero in now. Ghost runner at second base, 1 out. This thing is smoked. It's going to end the game. Nats win. Oh, how do we end up losing that game? We made such a big comeback to lose. I don't know how Ellie couldn't make contact. Good timing on pitches like right in the zone. And he just kept swinging and missing. Romero gets the loss despite pitching pretty well. We allowed a lot of hits today. Chase Burns was really, really bad. Our bullpen was mostly pretty good, but I mean, you know, Chase Burns goes out and gives us just 2 innings. Our bullpen had to cover, oh my goodness, I mean, the entire rest of the game. Saintja, by the way, with 8 strikeouts. But that's a lot to ask of our bullpen. Yohan Duran gets the blown save. It's a tough spot. I hate to see it, but his ERA jumps to 2.75. He's still been good. 3 doubles for Bobby Barrels, Robert Hassel. I still can't believe Ellie swung and missed on 3 consecutive strikes with good timing. Sucks. So the Nats end up taking that series. We'll go back to play the Phillies, as Claudio Portillo should be back in the lineup. And we'll have a big-time moment here. Bases, juice, tie game, top 10, 2 outs. Michael Kopech, the new Rocky on the hill. We are 27th in team home runs, but first in stolen bases. So the fact that we're just getting on base and stealing bases, putting us in a position to win games. Here's Kopech against Nick Senzel. 100 at the top of the zone is strike 1. Rain coming down a bit. There's a fastball. Aaron Schunk in at second base. We'll throw on to first to bring us into the bottom of the 10th. Still tied. And we'll start with Benny Montgomery, who's 3 for 3 today. Although we're going to take the bat out of his hand. We are going to try and bunt that runner over. That's a tough pitch to bunt. We're going to try to send Tovar. He's in there. Thought he may have gone automatically. He didn't. So it ends up being a close play. And Benny Montgomery gets in there with a hit. We have runners at the corners. Ellie De La Cruz against Orion Kerkering for the win. Just late on 98 down and away. Ellie, again, has struggled with runners in scoring position. We've seen it. We've also seen him be tremendously clutch. Sweeper catches. Unbelievable. Ellie down 0-2. Got contact. That run is not going to score. Ellie at least avoids the double play. Benny Montgomery trying to be a nuisance. But we go to Luis Garcia, who we know is tremendously clutch. Fastball to hit. He's done it again. Luis Garcia walks us off in 10. He is a phenom at the plate. Luis Garcia, clutch as ever. What a signing. Would have been a double to the gap. Instead, it's just ruled a single that gives us the win. Luis Garcia, a hero. Basayo homer, double for Horace Mora and Nolan Jones, who both went 1 for 4. Benny Montgomery, they give him 3 for 4. Even though it was a bunt single, they're going to call it a fielder's choice. Everybody was safe, even though it would have been a sacrifice. That's very interesting. And Ellie broke his ankle. We're going to slap him on the 60-day. That is Brutal. Well, he was struggling a little bit. And now he is going to be watching from the dugout. I mean, he was bringing his numbers up. OPS up to 751. Still regressing all over the place. And what do we do? That is a huge hole now. Romy Gonzalez. I think Celestin to third. He can't play it. Can't play third. That's a bit of an issue, actually. This is kind of a tough roster decision. Because No Joe can play third, of course, even though he's playing first right now. That creates, like, another problem. Claudio Portillo is back from a minor injury. He is raking at AAA. Claudio Portillo, welcome back up to the big league level. You are being promoted, and you are jumping straight into the lineup. Claudio Portillo has really good contact skills. Power's not terrible. He's got a cannon. He can field. He's got decent speed. He is, a borderline 5-tool player. Speed, arm, glove, hit, power. Power's not amazing, but it's not terrible. I like the idea of him inserting into that 6th spot. And then against lefties, guess what? He can still do that. So, Portillo straight into the lineup. He's going to hit 7th against lefties. And you know what? It's not his MLB debut or anything. Got Chase Burns back on the hill. But we are going to player lock Claudio Portillo. Ellie De La Cruz goes down with injury. Nothing you can do. But Claudio Portillo, next man up. It's an opportunity to never leave the lineup. If Portillo comes out, hits 300, on base near 400, slugs near 500. He's not getting out of the lineup. We're 25-13. Samuel Basayo has been crushing 351 over the last half month. Dolander continues to shove. Our bullpen's been great. And Sevy for the Padres has not been amazing. Pedro De Silva still looking to bring up those numbers. Elliott's not doing much. We chose Portillo over Darren Pryor. We're going to see if that ends up being the right decision. We're down 1-0 already. Portillo at the hot corner. Settle in here, Chase. There's a ground ball. We're going to have a relay. Yeah, we're going to second here. I don't think we have a play at the plate. But we do have is an out at second base. That ends the inning. The run should come around to score. But we bring it back. A no-Joe solo shot, and Evan Carter RBI double ties us at 2. Runner in scoring position for Portillo. Can you get a hit off Sevy? That's a pretty good pitch to hit. Portillo lines it in the right, got a hanging changeup, and didn't miss it. RBI double for Claudio. And we take the lead here in the first. Ellie De La Cruz broken ankle, unfortunately, last game. Portillo got the call up, and he's taking advantage of the opportunity. Huge. Come on, Charlie. Let's go. Ball in the dirt. Not going to advance. Gone in 2 for 4 with a double last game. Would love a good contact here.
He's out.
Round out. Would love a good contact. Make him number 9 so you have Cloud 9. Claudio. I don't mind that. Chase Burns stinks. Padres go up 6-3. Portillo back up to the plate. Gotta love that 1,000 batting average.
That's a ball.
It's only the bottom of the third. It's just already 6-3. The reverse pitchers duel. It's a slugfest. Good timing on a sinker. Fouled back to the screen.
Track 2.
Swings and misses at a sweeper. And got jammed on the fastball. That's got a chance to drop, though, but it won't. You got the pitch that hit 0-0. Just didn't take advantage. Here's a bunt. This is going to be a really tough play for Portillo. Again, he does have an arm and makes it look easy from the hot corner. Oh, my goodness. I mean, it wasn't hit especially hard. You don't really think about the hot corner there. As it's a Machado RBI double, a Leo DeVries homer. It's 9-6. Boston Bateman into the game for San Diego. Runner in scoring position here for Portillo.
Ball, that's down.
Throw me a ball, he's hitting. Come on, Claudio. Got jammed again. Late on a fastball up and in at 94. Tough pitch to turn on lefty-lefty. 17! Oh my God. It's 17-8. What is happening? I mean, we crush Sevy, it doesn't even matter. No Joe and Evan Carter homered. Evan Carter's got 2 doubles. He's having an incredible game. Our bullpen's getting crushed. Padres are a tough team, apparently. It's bottom 7, 17-8.
Ball.
Two-seamer at 91. Just crush one. Come on.
That's a ball.
I want to see what type of power Portillo has. We know it's low 50s. That's enough to get one out, maybe, but it's not going to be very consistent.
Did he go?
3-0. I mean, down 17-8. I guess you want base runners, but probably going to green light if we get a pitch down the middle here. That's exactly what we get. And Portillo with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th will fly out. I mean, Evan Carter, 3 for 4, home run, 2 doubles. Trying to keep us alive against Johnny Brito, Yankee legend. He strikes out. Oh, you know, he popped out into foul territory. Ethan Salas there to record it. Padres win in dominant fashion. They've got Tristan Casas, Ryan Jeffers. I mean, did Tatis even do anything? Scored 3 runs, walked 4 times. No Joe, 3 for 4, home run double. Carter, 3 for 5, home run, 2 doubles. We knew about that. Chase Burns stinks. And suddenly, I wish we had Max Meyer over Chase Burns. And Evan Carter is hurt. So that actually, it's only a minor injury, but it does potentially create another spot for us as Kalaz is hurt at AAA. And this team currently looks to be in a really bad spot. I think we're going to end up being okay. I mean, we've won 3 of our last 4. Not going to freak out at this point, as Kalaz needs to go back in the lineup. 26-14. Let's not overreact. Let's not do that. We have one of the best pitchers in baseball right now, Chase Burns. That's a lie. Chase Dolander went 8 innings, did not allow a hit or a walk. Chase Dolander had a perfect game and got pulled after 8. I guess an error could have happened. Oh, God. We don't know the pitch count. We don't know, but you would have liked to see him at least get a chance to go out for the 9th inning. I'll say that. Santana is also on fire, by the way. Struck out 8 Padres. Has yet to allow more than 2 runs in a start all season. I want a Chase... Gee, I keep saying the wrong names. I want a Jorge Santana start. We do need to fix AAA real quick. Third baseman is Sterling Thompson with Portillo coming up. I do want to, focus on the prospects at some point, but it's not going to be now, as Evan Carter should go back into the lineup. And we have an opportunity for a save. Bottom 10. Bases loaded. Yohan Duran into the game. Okay. This is a tough spot. We know we've had problems with Duran. I think we just throw fastballs. 101. We've got a 2-run lead. Duran has 99 career saves. This would be for number 100. We've got to find the strike zone. Splitter might be that pitch. Lawler 0 for 3. We're just going to attack him. 101 right by him. Going to go back to it. Oh, missed wildly. Ball 3. Would have walked in a run had we missed. Fastball, blew it by, and Lawler strikes out. Bases stay loaded. It's Corbin Carroll. He's having a really good year. He's a really good player, and he's hitting 8th. The Diamondbacks lineup makes no sense, as that fastball apparently misses. That's a hanging splitter. Montgomery going back to the track. Makes the catch ahead of the wall. Rockies win. Nearly a walk-off grand slam for Corbin Carroll, but it wasn't. It's a Rockies win. Luis Garcia 3 for 5 with a triple and 2 doubles. What a player. Riley Green is on this team. That's right, 3 for 4 with a homer. CJ Abrams is on this team now, 2 for 3 with a walk. Dude, the Diamondbacks are such a joke. I hate this team in Sim. Or in franchise. I hate them. Ooh. Epio is close. Larry Stu with a blister. He's going to stay active. Get back in there as we sweep the Dodgers. As Pepio will be back in our rotation. And I know who's getting sent down, as we can't beat the Padres. Jorge Santana got his first loss, but he's still very, very good. It's really obvious what's going to happen in our rotation. Chase Burns has been really, 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 maybe not even enough really. It's really, really, really bad. We're going to get Pepio in there. And at AAA, Chris McMahon to the pen. We will be sending Chase Burns down if he's got an option. Chase Burns to AAA. See if he can figure it out. Which I think he'll be able to. But Ryan Pepio is officially back. We traded for him, and then we re-signed him. Did we buy into a really good 2028? Or is he more like the player we saw in 2027 and 2026? ERA at 4.2. We shall see. I want that Jorge Santana start against the knuckleballer Matt Waldron. I'll tell you, it's tough because this Padres team appears to be the best hitting team maybe in the history of professional baseball. Santana has been dialed in. But look at this team. Merrill, Tatis, Casas, Cronenworth, Leo DeVries, all on fire. This is a nasty lineup to face. On the road at Petco, division rival. Luis Garcia has been incredible. We've been scoring a lot recently, but man, our pitching against this Padres team has not been great. We've got to figure it out. This is the opportunity to do it. This may be the toughest lineup Jorge Santana has ever faced. Bring your A game. That's what we need to do. Consistently hit spots. Get big outs. Ooh, I love the pitch. 1-2, I think that's a great spot, great sequence. Slider gets a ground ball. Diving stop by Portillo. Throw on to first. Drags Nolan Jones off the bag. Merrill reaches. They're probably going to give him a hit on that. No, they call it an error for Portillo. Diving stop, and he's got a pretty good arm. But maybe the accuracy is lacking, even if the power is not. Oh, nearly a tag there by Nolan Jones as well. And we're going to try to get a double play. Xander Bogaerts is a great guy to have hitting second because he stinks at this point and doesn't run well. This is who we want. Although, could pitch for a strikeout as well. Whoa! 99 brushes Bogaerts back, but I like the pitch. It's a purpose pitch. And the runner gets the second for free. Curveball in the dirt. We know Basayo does not block well. Oh boy. There's the chopper. That probably wouldn't have been a double play anyway. Probably would have the same exact result. So Bogaerts rounds out. Merrill stays at second. And here is the 2026 National League MVP, Fernando Tatis Jr. 98 up and in. Strike one. Curveball is strike two. What a take from Fernando. 89. It's a slider down and in on the black. No swing. Fastball dotted up at 96. Tatis all over it. Ball in the dirt. Basayo blocks. 2-2 to Fernando, who looks just dialed in at the plate. Hanger back up the middle to base hit. Merrill will score easily. 70 speed Tatis at this point. Padres go up 1-0. That's just a really tough hitter to face. You hang a curveball, I mean, you're lucky it's only 1-0 and not 2. I mean, this lineup is ridiculous.
Ball. 1-1.
3 homers in the last 9 games for Casas. Big swing and a miss on the changeup. Got to go back to it. Got to locate better. Two and two. We have a lot of 2-2 counts. Runner takes off. Casas down looking. Tatis swipes second. But we'll definitely trade the stolen base for the strikeout. It's Jake Cronenworth having a pretty good year.
No.
Although he's not a hitter you typically fear. But he can pull the ball out for a homer here. Got to be a little careful. Two-seamer in for a strike. It's a little bit laggy sometimes. I don't know why that's happening. 2-2. Try to locate the slider. Got him! Swing and a miss for Jake Cronenworth. That ends the first inning. Santana works out of it. 1 run does come across to score. But it's not even earned because of the error, right? So that's okay. Machado hitting just 196. but still a dangerous hitter.
1-0.
Multiple times Silver Slugger, we know that. He's sneaky, one of the best home run hitters of
1 ball, 1
the
strike.
last 20 years at this point. Remember, it's 2029. Machado's we're very, very near the top of the list for active home run hitters, and at this point probably is in the game. Manny Machado has 437 career home runs at this point. He's been 20 plus every single year. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3, got him at the top of the zone. Santana never gets that call, but he got it today. Third strikeout. And this is just too close to take. Good spot from Santana, as we'll face the red-hot Leo DeVries. He has been incredible, and incredible against us in particular.
Ball.
Chicken, thanks for the tier 1. That fastball is crushed to right field.
I got it.
Maybe a little bit underneath it. And that catch is made by Condon at the track. Just missing a home run was Leo DeVries. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out how to pitch to him.
5.
Fastball down to 95 for Santana. It's at the lower end of his range, I guess. There's 98 on the very next pitch. 0-2 to Jeffers. Will he chase? He does, but he makes contact. 0-2. Try the 12-6. Again, he's making contact. And we finally get the slider to be an effective pitch.
1-2.
It's just not enticing enough.
No.
And
that's
that is
ball.
not a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2. Jeffers battling back. Chases the heater at 98. Ball don't lie. Jeffers will walk back to the dugout. Get the gear on, clown. Good start so far as a no-Joe 2-run homer makes it 2-1 Rockies. 41 pitches, though, for Santana so far, as we'll face Jurickson Profar back in San Diego. I want to get this pitch count down a little bit. But they're just making contact. You know, they're having really good at-bats. And strikeouts are great, but you've got to throw a minimum of 3 pitches in an at-bat to get a strikeout. And for a pitch-to-contact guy like Santana, well, that's not what we want, as Profar continues to stay alive. We don't want extended ABs. We want him to work deep into games and limit damage, as Profar was looking to do some there. Rips one foul. 0-2 again.
Ball.
And what a take. I mean, this is the problem with Santana that we've seen sometimes, is he just struggles to put hitters away. Constant foul balls. Really good takes. Put a little extra on it. 98. Profar continues to battle. Gonna try that slider. That's how we want to use it. Got him looking. Profar down by way of the K. 5 Ks for Santana, and it was an earned strikeout. That was a long at bat. 50 pitches already. He has 2 1/3 under his belt so far. Need some quicker at bats. Maybe Merrill wants to chase a changeup. Got a piece. Maybe we just go back to that slider. Maybe that's the pitch today.
Ball.
Oh, we need it.
1 ball.
We need it.
Strike.
Ball 1. Here's the 1-2. It's not close. Those are the kind of pitches we had been avoiding. The big, wild misses. This is tough.
Full count.
We got to go back to the slider. Here's the 3-2. Fouled off. I mean, he's seen about everything we have to offer. Two-seamer fouled away. 10 pitches this at bat. This is not going to be a very deep outing for Jorge Santana if I had to bet. Fastball got him up and in. Merrill back to the dugout. It's 6 strikeouts so far for Santana. I mean, he's working towards his career high, but will he even make it to the 5th inning? That's the question right now. Might have to start throwing heaters down the middle, trying to get him to put it in play, and Bogarts does pass to diving Portillo. A little bit of traffic here with 2 outs. And this is not who you want to face with 2 outs. It's Fernando Tatis Jr., who had a really, really tough AB earlier. .97. Curveball. Ooh. Tough swing there for Tatis. Didn't chase the slider earlier. Will he now? He does get a piece. Back to the curveball. Tatis again gets a piece. 1-2. Fastball blew it by him. 7 punch-outs for Jorge Santana. About 100 pitches. Such a bizarre start for Santana, but I mean, the results are decent enough. Evan Carter's solo shot extends our lead slightly. 68 pitches at the start of the 4th inning. So many. So many. 0-2 to Casas. We've seen some bad swings at the changeup. Can we locate it? Swing and a miss! Casas down by way of the K. It's a 3-pitch strikeout. 8 now in the game for Santana. There's the sequence. Fastball up and in. Fastball away. Changeup down and away. Look at the tunneling on those last 2 as well. Just perfect. Fastball up and away. Strike 1. Fastball up and away. Fouled off for strike 2. You are getting the Casas sequence. Change up. Outside. Missed him. I'm going to try to actually locate it. We pretty much did. No chase for the Crone zone. Out of the Crone zone. Curveball. Missed wildly. Bring it back to the fastball. 3-2. Got him! Caught the corner, up and away. Cronenworth can't believe it. 9 strikeouts for Santana. A lot of them looking. But a lot of strikeouts. Machado's up now. Saw that same pitch earlier. Should have probably told Cronenworth that you got to be swinging. 0-1 to Machado. 78 pitches for Santana. Got Machado 0-2. 18 seasons for Machado, closing in on 2,500 hits. I thought we were going to get a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's the 1-2. Machado does put it in play. Thought we might see strikeout number 10 for Santana, but Machado flies out. And we haven't seen a ball put into play for a while, it feels like. But I don't know how many innings we're going to see Jorge Santana get. He's at 81 pitches. I'd love a quick inning here. Double-digit strikeouts would be cool.
1 ball, no strike.
But man, I want Santana to be at least in line for the win or something. He's got to get through 5. I think that's going to be possible if he continues cruising. Okay, that ball's ripped. Mora can't get to it. Leadoff runner aboard. And he's a threat to go as well. 79 speed, only 43 steal. Quickly 0-2 against Jeffers. Slider could be a double play. Nope. Portillo cannot make the throw. Second error of the game for him. That very, very, very likely would have been a double play. Instead, it's first and second. Nobody out. Double play would be nice here. Also wouldn't mind a strikeout.
That's a ball.
Santana not getting a lot of help from the defense, and that is just foul. Very likely would have been extra bases for Profar. Big strikeout. That's double digits for Santana. Profar can't connect with the curveball. That is a nasty pitch. Oh. Top of the order now, Jackson Merrill. I'd love a double play. Two-seamer lands. 92 pitches for Santana.
Ball inside.
This could very well be his last batter. Curveball misses a ton. Two-seam does not hit the zone, apparently. 3-1. Four-seamer does catch the top of the zone. We're going to go back there. Merrill swinging a drive to right field. Runners hold up. Condon should be there to make the catch. He is. DeVries tags will have third easily. And Santana trying to escape this. Xander Bogaerts needs the clutch hit. Probably the last batter of the game for Santana. Control starting to lose. Starting to lose control is Santana. Control starting to leave Jorge here. Jorge. It's a little bit of a stretch there. Curveball fouled off. Santana looking for strikeout number 11. Would be a career high. Pitch number 102. Everything you got. 97 in off the plate. Back to the slider. Bogaerts gets a piece. Hits it hard the other way. Foul ball. Back to the high cheese. Bogaerts stays on it. Velo starting to drop a bit for Santana. 105 pitches now into this game. Here is number 105. Bogaerts staying on it. We know he's tired. It's an 8-pitch at bat. Got a battle. Curveball struck him out. 11 for Santana to leave the runners stranded. We will not see him for the 6th. But Santana showing the nastiest stuff of his career. Maybe. I say maybe because a lot of foul balls in this one. A lot of deep counts. A lot of strikeouts looking. But way to leave the runner stranded. We'll see Keegan Aiken come in and struggle a bit this year. And we just powered it and poured it on. 7-1. Jorge Santana with a big outing gets us the win. We keep the Padres in check, although Tatis definitely had a walk in 2 hits, I want to say. Condon 3 for 5 with a homer. Tovar 2 for 6 with a homer. Nojo and Evan Carter both homered as well. And it's 11 strikeouts for Jorge Santana. I mean, that's an incredible outing. We're doing a little bit more simulating, less jumping in, as Ray Valdez has fractured his foot. That was a prospect I like. Ray Valdez is a pretty decent player for us, but now obviously will not be playing for us in center. Braylon Payne jumps in. He kind of stinks. Darren Pryor on fire. And he's working towards that call-up. He for sure is. Especially with all the errors we've seen Portillo make. But he's hitting at least. His arm accuracy is not even that bad. He's just made a couple errors, I guess. That's okay. That happens. Condon is not exactly red hot right now. I don't want to move him down, but let's give Portillo a shot. Try him in the cleanup spot. A good contact guy to potentially drive in these runs. I don't know. Mora has 8 home runs already. 80 power against righties. Evan Carter, we know, just does not hit lefties. Against right-handers, I feel like this is pretty good. Mora, 918 OPS in his last 40 at-bats. You'll love to see it. 35-20. And we are winning some games. Here's a save opportunity for Duran. Bottom 9. 1 out against Milwaukee. They are 28th in the league in runs. 29th in homers. 28th in on-base. This is one of the worst hitting teams in the league. Save us, Yoan.
Too high. Ball.
It's late night Lamont. This is not who you want to see. Lamont Wade is a clutch hitter. This will score a run quite easily, but that's okay. Save is still on. It's the power hitting Logan O'Hoppe. Fouls back 100. Very prone to a strikeout. Not when you throw a fastball straight down the middle. We might have a play at the plate, though. Tovar's got an arm. And Duran has blown a save. Fastball down the middle. O'Hoppe just connects. Ties it up. Oh, my goodness.
That's a ball.
How are we so early on that release? Does it slow down? Man. We cannot be blowing saves. We're lucky we don't lose this game here in regulation as we move to extras. Hopefully we can win it in extras. We do, unfortunately, have runners at first and second. Nobody out. We do, however, have the lead. Ryan Pepio started this game, pitched well. Let's give him that win. Well, he can't get the win, but let's win the game for him, as Kopech can't find the zone. Joey Ortiz really pulls that fastball foul. It's all over it. Slider for a strike. This cutter can be an easy ground ball double play pitch. 2-2. Good spot. Ortiz under it. Fastball. Hit to shallow right field. Condon is there. Going to be tough to tag on it. It is going to be an attempt. Throw offline. Runners on the corners with 1 out. That does the job, I guess. As we'll face Jackson Churio. Could be a tough guy to double up. But we are going to try and pitch for the double play. Ground ball. Garcia to Tovar. Not in time. Churio ties it up. Maybe he should have tried for a strikeout there. They want us to walk Buxton. I have no idea why we would do that. Put Jackson Churio into scoring position for no reason. I don't really understand the logic of that one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Someone explain to me why we would want to intentionally walk him here. I guess get to Sal Frelick. Because Buxton seems all over the heater, but I'm not going to put the speed of Churio on for no reason as Buxton grounds out. We go to 11. Please win the game. Horace Mora, 2-run homer. We lose anyway. Mora, 2 for 4. Homer and a triple. Basayo, 2 for 5. Logan O'Hoppe was the killer today. 4 for 5 with a home run and a double. We lose 6-5. Oh, man. We're still pacing really well. 40-24. The Rangers are another really bad hitting. They're actually just one of the worst teams that there are. One of the worst hitting and one of the worst pitching teams. Let's not lose to them. Bottom 9. Nobody out. Top of the lineup is up. Let's not help them, please.
0-1.
Good timing on the heater, but just above the zone. No Joe can't connect. Ball way low. 1-1. Good take from Nolan Jones. Slider just catches. That might be a pitch you want to swing at. Ooh, fastball right there. Good timing. No Joe just fouls it back. We got to get that runner over. We're going to try and steal here. Swing and a miss. No Joe down by way of the K. Celestin does take second. But look who's up. Our most clutch hitter, Luis Garcia. He's hitting like 320 on the year. But 0 for 4 today. He's not in a slump. He is due. Runner in scoring position. We know Garcia can come up clutch. Off the end of the bat. He's going to fly out. Come on, Luis. See Ezekiel Tovar trying to win it for us. 2 for 4 today. Fouls the fastball back. Is this the most unhittable fastball of all time? Because we have not been able to really make contact at all. Good splitter. Who is Cole Winn that he's dominating us?
No ball, 2 strikes.
Not good stuff, I guess. Yeah, Tovar's having a great year. The top of our lineup has been fantastic. I mean, and we're doing really well. It's not like, oh, we have so many things to clear up. Like, we are losing some close games, and that sucks, but we are winning a lot as Tovar. Good timing on a slider that looked hittable. He grounds out. Rangers win. Carter, 2 for 3 with a homer. Bryce Miller didn't pitch at his best level. 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 earned. Actually looks like a very Bryce Miller start, to be honest, but unlucky. These close games. That's the only real... Ooh, Jefferson Caro is back. That's the only real problem right now. And this is another one of these close games. Bottom 10, 1 out. Runners on first and second for Evan Carter. 29th in home runs. Why are we not hitting many? We've got some decent power. Ooh, Carter lefty-lefty is not a good spot. We're going to take him out.
1-0.
Somebody else will get to deal with Eric Miller. It's not going to be Evan Carter. Romy Gonzalez. Hunter Goodman. He's got good clutch. He's got really good power against lefties. Now, we've brought him in similar spots to pinch hit, and he's walked. And I would take one of those here. All 3. Miller can't find the zone. Portillo is up next. Has singled tonight, hitting over 300 with runners in scoring position, playing for Ellie De La Cruz, who is injured. Obviously taking that 3-0. Just catches the zone. 3-1. I was too stunned to swing. Valente Beozo, complete game shutout against the Dodgers. What? We'd love to see it. And that is ball 4. Goodman walks. Was never swinging the bat there. Bases loaded for Claudio Portillo. First pitch swinging. Grounded foul. Come on, Portillo. Really good contact hitter. 99 up above the zone is strike 2. And we're a little swing happy right now with Portillo. We got to settle down. But with 2 strikes, I mean, you're going to need to protect. That's the problem. Not a lot of speed on the bases. All about average runners. So a single probably doesn't score 2. It could. And it might! And it won't even matter! It's down the line! Extra bases for Portillo! He'll walk it off in Colorado! Claudio Portillo! Taking advantage of every opportunity at the bat. Maybe more than in the field. But Portillo stays with the pitch, goes the other way. And we finally win a close one here. Good swing from Portillo. Rockies win a close one. Horace Mora, player of the game, 2 for 4 with a homer. Carter, 3 for 4 with a double. We know that. We got a win for Yohan Duran, even though we allowed a run. Santana, 7 innings strong, 2 earned runs, struck out 9. His ERA is over 3 now, so he got beat up a little bit recently, but is he starting to find the strikeout stuff? It's looking like it. Leon Kaiser continuing to rake. Love him. Greg Jones hitting well. He's never going to get called up. Just absolutely never going to happen. Luzardo on fire. Not really, though. I don't really know where they're getting that from. Chase Burns dominating at AAA. Look at Ryan Pepio. He has been filthy since coming back. ERA at .77. And yeah, he got beat up. Miami got to him. Milwaukee got to him. But it looks like Jorge Santana settled right back in. Went 8 innings of 1 earned run baseball against the Cardinals. He's up to an 82 overall. K/9's going up. Jorge Santana is blossoming into an ace. That's fantastic. Sean Elliott, broken shin. God. There goes a potential trade piece. As we bring in Duran for another save. Come on. 29th in homers. I just don't get that. I feel like we have more power on this team. I guess we trade Tolia, and now we can't hit home runs. Duran against Will Smith. Against the Dodgers. This is a really tough team. But this is a team we need to beat. If we want to win the NL West, you got to go through teams like the Dodgers. If we want to win the National League pennant, we got to beat the Dodgers. Doesn't have to be today. I sure would like it to be, though.
Ball.
Be nice if we could locate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Splitter. Will Smith stays alive. Fastball at 103. Smith continues to stay alive.
Ball.
Does not chase either. What an at-bat. He's just staying alive, man. Double play would be tough with a runner on second and nobody at first. Maybe. Ground ball. Will score a run. It's another blown save for Duran. I just don't know what pitch we can throw there. I have no idea because he fouls off every fastball. Here is Ozzie Albies. He's not making contact.
0-2.
Will Smith is just a tough out. Let it drop. Let it drop. Man, dude, I don't know what it is with Yohan Duran, but when we have him in the game, we can't get outs. It's just nasty. Like, how does anybody ever hit that? Will Smith found a way. Oh, man. We've had opportunities. We just are, unfortunately, not taking advantage of them regularly. I mean, top 10 one-out bases loaded against Josh Staumont. Gonzalez is going to be out of this game. Horace Mora. Or do we go Basayo? I'm feeling Mora. What can you do, Horace? 14 home runs on the year. Could be a 30 home run season for Horace Mora as a rookie. Or I guess, I think he still has rookie eligibility. It's going to be close. I think he should, right? It's a huge spot. I just feel like he's going to come up big. Is not really hit with runners in scoring position. Is not really that clutch. Is not really a big contact guy. I just have a feeling.
2-1.
He's been patient, though. We know he can walk. And we know he's got big power against righties. 3-1. I mean, a walk scores a run here. RBI to take the lead. If we don't swing it, it's out of the zone. Fastball to hit. Driven deep to left field. It is out of here. Horace Mora, Oppo Taco. Grand slam and extras to give us the lead. I just had a feeling. 15 on the year from Mora. He just stayed on it. It's a pinch hit grand slam for Mora. We want to see more of that. Unbelievable scenes. Horace Mora, I mean, got kind of under it. But just is so strong that he was able to drive it out of here. That'll do it for Stalmont. River Ryan in, but I mean, it should be unlosable at this point. Unbelievable for Mora. Just late for Goodman. Can't make contact. And River Ryan's throwing gas. I'd like to add on a little bit here. Still only one out. Ooh, Rangers center fielder Brenton Doyle drawing trade interest from Orioles, Yankees, White Sox, Royals, Reds, Pirates, Diamondbacks, and Giants. Could he be coming back to the NL West? Maybe so. Rangers just acquired, and Wyatt Langford drawing trade interest as Goodman strikes out at the slider. Interesting. I mean, the Rangers are really, really, really bad. As Benny Montgomery will fly out. But, trading Wyatt Langford would be malpractice. And that should do it. Was Duran really still in? Horace Mora is your player of the game. Pinch hit grand slam to win it. Duran gets the win. Claudio Portillo, 3 for 5, 2 doubles. Garcia homered. Carter doubled. Both in 2-hit performances for Garcia and Carter. That's huge. I mean, this may be the team of dreams here. Like, we won the World Series already, but, you know, some people thought it felt a little bit fake as we win over the Guardians 1-0. And again, over the Guardians. But, you know, this time around, I don't know if you can say it's fake. I think the team is just that good. That's 50 wins as we try to hold a lead over the Padres, Giants, D-backs, and now the Dodgers, who are below 500. Rodri Munoz is struggling. Robert Claus is back healthy and hitting fairly well. Tyler Birch performing okay. Okay, my GM is calling guys up. I didn't really want to automate that. I'm going to turn that off. But Bryce Miller, 90 overall. So sad about Ellie. He's going to be back soon, though. 1 to 2 weeks. He's going to be back after the All-Star break. Dolander's on fire. Luzardo continues to struggle. Basayo is ice cold. But Evan Carter's starting to heat up. He's got 14 home runs. OPS at 860. And OPS over 1,000 in the last 35 ABs. Chase Burns wants that call-up. Although he just allowed 3 home runs in his last start. I don't know about that. Duran's ERA has skyrocketed lately because he has been allowing runs lately. And I don't know what to do about that. We've seen the power kind of get sapped from Nojo. Although it looked like he found it last year. He's kind of back to his career averages. Might be a 15 home run guy. But Boris Mora already has 16. And he is progressing very nicely. Boris Mora is locked in. I mean, these are phenomenal numbers. Phenomenal numbers. He's starting to be able to hit for contact. We know the power's there. Pepio's dialed in. Luis Garcia is unbelievable. Portillo is hitting really well. OPS over 900 in his last about 40 ABs. Tovar's cooled off a little bit. We might move him down in the order. Darren Pryor wants that call up. Santana's starting to struggle a little bit. That's not great. Celestin's struggling a bit. Condon is ice cold. Changes will be made here, and maybe in the very near future, as we approach the trade deadline. We're approaching the drafts. Scouting's been on auto. We do have a top pick, so maybe that's not the best, but we've reached 50 wins at the start of July. We got the draft and trade deadline in the next episode, and that'll probably carry us to the playoffs. So make sure to tune in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.